My brother-in-law said, "You'll never afford a house on that salary," until I bought the one he was saving for. It started at Thanksgiving 3 years ago. My sister had just married Trevor, this finance bro who wore his salary like a badge of honor. During dinner, he asked what I did for work. I told him I was a teacher. He just laughed. "Oh man, that's rough. How do you even survive on that?" My sister kicked him under the table, but he kept going. "Seriously though, you should consider getting a real job. Teaching is more of a hobby income." I just smiled and passed the potatoes. After that, every family gathering became the Trevor Show. He'd corner me with unsolicited advice about investment portfolios and crypto. He'd explain compound interest like I hadn't taken a math class in my life. "If you'd gotten into real estate when I told you," he'd say, shaking his head. But teachers never listen. My dad would change the subject. My sister would apologize later. But Trevor never stopped. Last Christmas, he announced he was buying his dream house, a Victorian in the historic district with original hardwood floors and a wraparound porch. He showed everyone photos at dinner, describing every detail of his future home office and wine cellar. "I'm waiting for my bonus in March," he explained. "Then I'll put in an offer they can't refuse." He turned to me with that smirk. "Of course, on a teacher's salary you'll be renting forever. But hey, nothing wrong with that." What Trevor didn't know was that I'd been planning for years. Every summer, I worked construction with my uncle. Every weekend, I tutored SAT prep for $80 an hour. I drove my same 2008 Civic while Trevor bought a Tesla. I packed lunches while he posted Instagram stories from expensive restaurants. For 6 years, I lived in a studio apartment and saved 60% of everything I made. I also didn't mention that my grandma left me $80,000 when she passed, or that I'd invested it conservatively and it had grown to $140,000. Why would I tell Trevor? He'd just find a way to take credit or explain how I'd done it wrong. In February, I drove past Trevor's dream house and saw the for sale sign. The listing said the owners wanted a quick close. Cash buyers preferred. I called my real estate agent that night. By the time Trevor's bonus came through in March, I'd already been living there for 2 weeks. My sister called me crying. "Trevor is devastated. He's been talking about that house for months. How could you do this?" I reminded her I'd made an offer 3 weeks before Trevor planned to. "But you knew he wanted it," she said. "You're my sister. You should have told me." I asked her if Trevor had ever apologized for 6 years of condescending comments about my career and financial literacy. Silence. "That's different," she finally said. "He was just trying to help." Trevor showed up at my door the next Saturday. "I'll buy it from you," he said. "Name your price." I told him I wasn't interested in selling. "Come on," he pushed. "You can't even afford to maintain a house this size. The property taxes alone." I cut him off. "I can afford it just fine. Thanks for your concern." His face went red. "This is ridiculous. You're a teacher. I work in finance. This should be my house." I smiled. "Well, it's not. The best part? Every Sunday, I have coffee on my wraparound porch. And every Sunday, Trevor drives past, slowing down just enough to stare at what could have been his. My sister says I'm being petty. Mom thinks I should sell it to keep the peace. Dad just laughs and asks if I need help with the garden. Last month, Trevor and my sister announced they're moving to the suburbs. We realized we wanted something more modern anyway, my sister explained at dinner. Trevor stayed quiet, pushing food around his plate. As they were leaving, he paused at the door. "You know what? Good for you. I underestimated you." It almost sounded genuine. Almost. Then he added, "Just don't come crying to me when the foundation needs work." I'm still drinking coffee on my porch every Sunday, still teaching, and he's still driving past.